Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about this little guy here. It is the DJI Mini 2. I do want to talk about all the things I like about this, what I don't like about it, and I want to try a couple more drone shots because in the last video that I did, I'll leave it linked up here if you want to check it out. I tried some like fly-through shots to get some like good footage, and I've never tried any like fly-through shots, so I crashed the drone. Anyways, getting off topic, this isn't going to be a review like all the specs, all the things like all about the 4K and all that. There's way too many videos out there about that. I'm just going to talk about this from a perspective of why I like this thing and why I don't like this thing. And if maybe it's for you, maybe it's not, and the pros and the cons. Yeah, a little bit of a spin on a review. So hopefully stick around till the end. Okay, so let's get into the pros of this little drone first. The thing that I really like about it, it's very small, compact, folds up. Like that's pretty small. Like that's about the same size as my phone. The remote is actually bigger than the drone itself, which is a huge bummer. But yeah, I'll talk about that in the cons section. Also, it's just super user friendly. So like if you follow my channel, I always like to talk about, in my reviews, I always like to talk about user-friendly. Can I pull this out of the box and just get it going easy like that? So I think this is huge for that, 100%. Really user-friendly. I didn't have to really look up too many videos or anything, only for like tips and stuff, how to get good shots and all of that. There's tons of videos out there. I'm going to give you a couple tips at the end of this video if you're interested and you want to stick around. But for the pros also, I'm not going to get into too much technical stuff, but this does shoot 4K 24 frames per second up to 4K 60 frames per second, and honestly I think that's pretty well all you really need. Like for me, I shoot all of my videos and everything in 24 frames per second. The fact that it has that on this drone is great, so I can match all my footage together when I'm editing it. If you're doing 60 frames per second, you can slow that footage down a lot more, and that's how you kind of get slow-mo. So that does help that it has that also in here. The built-in maps on the app. So like when you get this product, you could download the app and pretty well has everything you need on there. It has the built-in map and the whole controls. So how it works, you plug that in here, put your phone here, plug it in, and it does come with a bunch of these like dongles for, let's say you had a Samsung, iPhone, whatever you have. It does come with a bunch of these. But what I was talking about, the map that's like on the actual screen, so it does show the airport is close and it shows where you can't fly and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty dope, and it does show like everywhere you were, so where your drone went and all of that. So that's pretty cool. One of the best things I do like about it is the come home option, like the home option. So you could set it, and let's say for some reason your drone and your controller just disconnect, it'll actually, you could set it to 150 meters, 200 meters, whatever. It'll fly straight up to 150 meters, and then it'll fly right to where you took your drone off, and it'll come land there. I've had to use this a couple times. All of a sudden, my remote just shit the bed. It didn't work. It just cut out, and my drone was, I thought I lost it, but then all of a sudden it just came and landed right beside me. So I was, yeah, mini heart attack, but it came back, so it was good. Okay, so for being user-friendly, I think it's right up the alley of like anybody that doesn't know how to fly a drone. Like this was my first drone. I've never even owned a drone, never touched a drone. And I bought this and it was super easy for me to, get going. I do think a lot of people could jump right into like learning how to fly a drone and all of that if you grabbed one of these. The reason I ended up buying this drone was because I heard that in Canada, you can't fly a drone that is above 250 grams in weight. Like you're not allowed without a drone pilot license. And this one's exactly 249 grams. But honestly, I've never even seen anyone looking for people that are flying drones, anything like that. So I really wouldn't. I wouldn't even have to worry about anything like that. Honestly though, I just think DJI is a great company, and I wouldn't really go with anything else. Like they're the top name in drones like right now. Same with like a lot of gimbals. They make really great gimbals, and that's why I think like their gimbals here that are built in with the drone, phenomenal. Yeah, I didn't want this to be too long of a video, but those are just things that I like about this thing. It's very light, compact, has pretty well everything you need, well, that I need, because what I do is just vlogs, tech, stuff like that. So it's pretty easy for me to just kind of throw the drone up, go fly it out, have some fun. And that's kind of all I'm really trying to do. Also, the propellers are super easy to change out. For if you do crash it, that's a huge plus. Like they're very easy to change out. So in my last 2 videos, my one was about me trying drone shots, and then my next video was about productivity. But anyways, I fixed the drone in that video. It's a cool little sequence I worked on. If you want to go check that out, also I'll leave it linked up top. But other than that, I mean, like, these are very easy to work on and put new propellers on. I've crashed this thing probably 3 separate times, and the propellers are minorly cheap. They're about 15 for like a pair of 2, 15 bucks. But yeah, it's just, it's nice that you know, when you crash this thing, you kind of know, okay, it's not gonna be fully wrecked, you know? I haven't crashed it that hard though, so. Anyways, yeah, let's get into the cons. Okay, so for the cons, I only have two big ones that I really don't like about this thing. And that is why is the controller so big? I don't understand. Like, why would you make the DJI Mini 2, the actual drone itself, smaller than the actual controller? I think they really should have made it really small, and that way you could just put it underneath your phone and you're kind of holding your phone, or I don't know, something along those lines. Because this thing is beefy. I can fit both of them, like my drone and my controller in here, but still it's pretty beefy. And the second thing is the battery life. The battery life, I think you could get about 30 minutes out of it. So you will want to get a couple new batteries, unless you're pretty smart about it and you know exactly what shots you have. That's something that could lead me right into the tips and tricks. So first tip, plan out your shots. So like, let's say I showed up here and I looked around, seen what I wanted to shoot. I knew I wanted to get myself coming in here, so that's why I set it up over there. So like, I kind of had that in mind already, so I flew it up over there. So that's what I mean, like, set up your shots, like, think ahead. That will really help if you do only have one battery. Second tip, get some ND filters. I don't remember how much they were. I bought these long time ago, but they're just these small little NDs that I put on the drone so that I could shoot double my frame rate. So if you don't know what that is, so like, let's say I'm shooting 24 frames per second, you want to double your frame rate, so it'd be 1/50 for shutter speed. That way you get that motion blur. It's just that more cinematic look. So yeah, get ND filters. I definitely would recommend that for sure. So tip number 3. So if you're doing like a sequence that is going from one spot to another, what I usually try to do is get like both the one that moves it and up and down in the perfect angle, and then I will pull this back one so that it'll kind of like move diagonally a bit. But I'll retry that until I really get it one perfect like movement. So that's what I mean. If you don't only have one battery, you'll be wasting a lot of battery life doing that, but you could get some really nice shots trying that. And tip number 4, there is 3 modes on here that you could shoot in: the cine mode, so cinematic, normal, and then sport mode. So sport mode, you're just ripping, this thing flies. That I just use that to get places. Never shoot with that really, unless I'm doing like a straight close to the ground kind of shot along the water or something like that, but usually don't use that too much. I'll use normal once in a while, like if I'm a bit up higher. And then cine mode, so shoot in cine mode constantly. That's where you'll get like a lot of your best shots, nice slow movements, and it's a little bit easier to control. Tip number 5, this button here, I never use it. It just starts your recording a lot faster. Use that. Anyways, let's try some drone fly-through shots. I really want to get some better ones this time compared to what happened last time. I'm feeling a bit more confident, and all of my propellers are brand new, so it should fly straight. And the wind's starting to die down a bit, so I think we'll be good. Let's try some fun shit, eh? Okay, I'm gonna try something a little bit nutty, but let's try it out. Let's have some fun with it. Let's go right for it. What do you boys and squirrels say? Let's do it. Do it! Oh, dude, I had it and I pressed sideways. Damn, propellers are still good though, but oh. Man, I swear I had it. And then I pressed sideways. I should not have done that. Let's try it again. Wow, it needs to calibrate quick. That's another thing that I do like about this thing is you crash it or anything happens, you could just calibrate it and it's good to go. So pretty convenient. It just tells you when it needs to be calibrated too. Yeah, usually if I have a good crash, it'll tell me to calibrate it. Hell yeah, dude, I did it. Okay, man, this one, I think I could do this one too. I'm feeling confident now. Just hope it isn't like last time. Damn, battery's dying. And I didn't bring the extra battery because I just flying it yesterday and that one was charging. Anyways, I think that was a success. I got 2 really nice drone fly-through shots that I'm quite proud of. Only because I'm so proud of them is because last time I had a pretty bad crash and I only tried like 2 really easy ones. And these ones were quite, that was quite challenging. So I'm proud of those. It ends up being so much more fun getting shots like that. Like that was dope. I'm surprised that I got those shots. I was pretty nervous I was gonna wreck everything again. But battery died, so that's a bummer. Maybe I'll do another one of these videos, but like go somewhere else, try something harder. Yeah, if anybody's interested in something like that, definitely let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, you know, all that fun stuff. All that fun stuff that YouTubers say. Oh, dude, some guy came by and asked what kind of videos I make, and yeah, he's gonna check out my channel. So that was kind of cool. That's never really happened to me before. But anyways, catch you in the next one.